My name is CPA Ringo Frederick. Today I want us to dissect this new syllabus, Kasneb 2021 syllabus. I know it has brought a lot of confusion to a lot of students, and it will be very important for us to understand this transition as we prepare to enroll for the new semester. First of all, I want to thank Kasneb a lot for what they have done on this new syllabus, and I believe is going to kind of bring proficiency in our accounting students, because some of the changes they are for the good of the students, and I really do thank Kasneb for that. First of all, I'm not speaking on behalf of Kasneb, right? I just want us to dissect this syllabus the way I've understand it, so that also you guys should be able to understand the whole concept well. So to start with, let us dive straight to what the amendments are. So I'm going to share this document. This document is from Kasneb. You can get it from Kasneb website. And what you're doing today is just a matter of explaining and elaborating that. So personally, I've also downloaded this from Kasneb website. So I want us to dissect it very well and assist us at least to understand it clearly. And as I've said, I really thank Kasneb for what they have done, because this will be a game changer in this field, more so for accounting students. The most important thing that Kasneb has introduced, look at this case, we have vocational certificate courses. And the beauty part of it is that on these vocational certificate courses, they have tried to kind of forecast. Also, they have kind to try to forecast the future of accountants as well, whereby in this case they have integrated some concepts in IT, they have brought it in accounts, which is a very, very good insight and very good thing that Kasneb has done. So like on vocational certificate courses, it wasn't there, it has just been brought in on this new syllabus. We'll be having vocational certificate in entrepreneurship and innovation. That is very important, because it will not be like all of us just being kind of taught, or rather pass through this training for us to apply for some jobs here and there. Also, you'll find that we are going to be trained, at least for us to reason like entrepreneurs, and also on how we should kind of think when it comes to entrepreneurship and innovation, which is very, very good for this young generation of ours. So we'll be having certificate in entrepreneurship and innovation. It has 2 levels, that is level 1 and level 2. We're having the units as indicated there. Also, they have introduced the aspect of vocational certificate in graphic design. These are talent, and you can use this knowledge and skill for graphic design to generate your own income, even without you sitting in an office to do maybe to be employed somewhere. These skills and knowledge, you'll find that it will be very, very efficient and proficient for you guys. And it will only be very, very important for you if also the trainers are also very well. It's not like we are not being trained for the purpose of exams only. Like I usually say, let this skill that you're going to acquire on these courses enable us to always think outside the 4 walls. So we'll be having a vocational certificate in graphic design, whereby you do have level 1 and level 2, which I know it will assist us, young accountants that are coming. We also have a vocational certificate in information and cybersecurity. That's the most important part that I loved about what Kasneb has done on this new syllabus. You'll find that I'll be having the aspect of information in cybersecurity certificate. That is where the future, of course, is heading. You'll find that nowadays you tend to kind of store most of your data online. You normally tend to store most of your data on a cloud. So you'll find that. And in that case, of course, they also prompt to some security issues, whereby you talk about maybe this data being kind of hacked and all that, right? So you'll find that you, as an accountant, also, if you'll be having that knowledge when it comes to cybersecurity, you'll be in a better position in future. You'll be in a better position in future. We also have a vocational certificate in blockchain technology. I know majority of you probably have not heard of blockchain technology, but you'll find if you've heard of cryptocurrency and how it works, you'll find that blockchain technology is almost on the same way, which in this case, the beauty part of it is that Kasneb, they have brought it in. And I really hope that it's going to be more practical for us to gain and understand these concepts clearly. That is vocational certificate in blockchain technology. So you'll find that initially, these courses were not there, but they have been introduced on this new syllabus. Talk about certificate in accounting and management skills. This is CAMS, which was still there. Nothing much has changed on that. The aspect of diploma courses, you normally tend to have ATD. The only area for ATD which has changed, you'll find that it is on level 3 and level 2, whereby we had financial, we had the aspect of fundamental of finance, which initially it was in level 2, but currently it has been brought in level 3. So you'll find that we don't have a substantive change on the content on its own, but still we'll be looking at it, how this transition will also affect the current students. But my main focus of today, I'll be talking about CPA, how the transition of CPA has been, how transition of CPA will affect the current and also the new students will be coming in. Then you also have now on our professional courses, still they have still the same courses which were there that they have been maintained. It's only that a lot of things have been done. A lot of amendments have been done when it comes to reshuffling of some units, introducing of some units, which ideally they are for our own benefit, So as I have said specifically today, I'll let us talk about CPA, how this transition of CPA will affect us, both continuing students and the new students will be registering very soon. So at that point, you'll find that on CPA, specifically on CPA, Certified Public Accountants, you'll find that we'll be having like we used to have before, where we are talking of part 1, part 2, and part 3. Now it has been kind of maybe substituted by the aspect of the levels, whereby we'll be talking about foundation level. Under foundation level, we'll be expected to have the following units, which clearly you can see here on the screen. We'll be having financial accounting. We'll be having communication skills, introduction to law and governance, economics, quantitative analysis, information communication technology. I'll be elaborating this further when we go ahead. Then we also have an intermediate level. At the intermediate level, you'll find that, again, at this point, I'm having company law, financial management, financial reporting, and analysis. Talk about auditing and assurance, management, accounting, public finance, and taxation. Now, under advanced level, as I've said, Mwalimu is going to elaborate this one clearly. So still stay tuned till the end of this video, and you'll be able to understand everything that how will affect you, how these changes will affect you as a student. So on this advanced level, we'll be having 2 cases. We'll be having compulsory papers and specialization papers, whereby for compulsory papers, we'll be talking about leadership and management, advanced financial reporting and analysis, advanced financial management. Remember, initially it used to be known as CPA Part 3, but right now under the new syllabus, it will be termed as aspect of advanced level. So under that bit, I'm having compulsory papers. Take it as section 5 under the current syllabus. Take it as section 5 under the current syllabus. Now when it comes to take it as section 6 under the current syllabus, we'll be talking about specialization papers. So for specialization papers, ideally, we'll be talking about advanced taxation, advanced auditing and assurance, advanced management accounting, advanced public financial management, business data analytics. These are practical paper. And this is what Kasneb has brought in, which ideally, that's why I'm saying this new syllabus, it has been designed to equip the accounting students with skills and knowledge, and also part of it, practical experience and knowledge, which they can apply when it comes to a practical world. So you'll find that also in addition to these papers, before you are given certification of, or rather before you are given certification, certificate of completion, you'll have to undergo these two main elements. First of all, you'll be required to attend workshops that will, of course, be organized by Kasneb and probably ISPAC. In addition to that, also, you'll be required to have a practical skill and knowledge, term it as internship, for a period of 1 good year. Before you are granted that certificate of completion, you'll have to undergo these two processes, whereby number one, you'll have to attend the workshops, which of course they'll be organized by Kasneb and ISPAC, and also you'll be required to have an internship program for a period of like 1 year before you are granted a certificate of completion on the same, which as at the end of the day is a plus to the students. Probably, majority will ask now, where will you get this internship? And right now, also finding a job is very hard. You find that also nowadays, you can volunteer to work somewhere, right? But still, you miss that chance of volunteering. You're going to work for free, but there's no that chance. Later on, I'll be talking the reasons why you normally tend to find it difficult as that. We'll be talking of that. Today, our session ideally is to dissect this new syllabus, right? So after we've talked of this, let us go now to the transition part of it. Let us go to the transition part of it. And at the transition part of it, you'll find that, of course, I'll be talking of the professional specialization course that Kasneb has introduced. So just allow me to jump through, to jump directly on the transition part of it. So also all these other things are very important for us to be able to understand, like the structure, new structure, which we'll be talking of course, also a post-professional specialization program. They are very important. Now, in regard to transition, I'll start from this point, whereby, number one, you'll find that, as I explained it earlier on, for this current syllabus, or for this new syllabus, which we're going to begin from next week, you'll find that at this point, you'll be required, you as a student, you will be required to do 17 papers. As a student, you'll be required to do 17 papers. Then one talk of plus workshop, which you must attend these seminars, organized by Kasneb and ISPAC. In addition to that, you'll be required to have an internship program for a period of 1 year before you are given that certification, which you'll find that all these, ideally, they are for the benefit of us. They are for the benefit of you as a student. They are for the benefit as us as lecturers. They are for the benefit of us as consultants. So you'll find that ideally it has catered for everyone. It has really catered for everyone. Now going back to this, you'll find that that is first part that you should understand. Then also looking at the transition part of it now, I've said today specifically I'll be talking about CPA. Today I'll be talking about CPA specifically, and also maybe touch something in regard to ATD. So looking at professional, looking at as a certified public accountants, now these are the real transitions, which you must understand very well. So number one, according to the broad transition guidelines for CPA students. As I've said, this document, you can get it on Kasneb website, or you can still contact us on 0708-068-851, and we'll gladly share with you. So at this point, number one, transition, we are saying that a candidate who will have passed all the 6 papers in CPA 1 will not proceed to CPA intermediate level and sit for all the papers, subject to any exemptions. Similarly, a candidate who will have passed all the 6 papers in CPA Part 2 as August 2021 will proceed to advanced level and see 6 papers which have been retained from the old syllabus as explained in the broad principles, subject to any exemptions. So let me explain this one point according to the way I have understood it. You'll find that at this point, if in this case, you've passed all your papers, if you are in part 1, you definitely proceed to the intermediate level. If at this point you passed all your papers and you are sitting for your part 2, and probably you've cleared section 3 and you've also cleared section 4, still you will proceed to the advanced level. And what you should understand is that while proceeding to the advanced level, you are going to sit for these papers which have been retained under this new syllabus. They used to be there. They have been retained under this new syllabus. But mark this point. You are going to sit for these papers, yes, but with the revised content. You are going to sit for these papers, yes, but with the revised content. That is what should click at the back of our mind, with the revised content. Okay, so we should understand that if you're a student whom you've done CPA part 1, that is, of course, you're done in section 1, section 2, you're going to proceed to the intermediate level. If at this point you are in section 3 and 4 and you've cleared your exams, you're going to proceed in the advanced level. But under the advanced level, what you should have in mind is that you are going to do these papers for those students who start for their exams in August, or rather in this period, August, September, which I think you just completed your exams just the other day. So these students, you are going to sit for your exams under the new syllabus, yes, with the subjects that have been retained, yes, but with a new content, That is what you should understand. Now, talk about part B. A candidate will not have passed a single paper in CPA 1, CPA 2, or CPA 3. We remain in the same level as applicable under the revised CPA syllabus and sit all the papers in the same level subject to the provisions under CPA part 3, where I'll be talking about CPA part 3. So this transition guidelines, my good students, is talking about assuming you did section 3 and 4, and God forbid, which at times it normally tend to happen, right? And God forbid, you fail all your papers in section 3 and section 4. This means that in the event that you fail all your papers, you will be subjected to all these papers under the new syllabus, subject to probably any exemption that you have earned earlier on. But if you fail all these papers, it means that you are going to sit on the same level and clear all those papers, but with the new syllabus, under the new syllabus. Later on, just on the same video, you'll find that I'll be describing to you the effect of if you fail one, how will it affect you? Then transition number C, a candidate with a referral in any of the 6 papers in the current CPA, part 1, part 2, or part 3, will transfer the referral to the equivalent papers in the revised CPA syllabus, or otherwise as explained in the specific transition guidelines below. So in this statement, it means that assuming you're a student and probably you had a refer, assuming you had a refer, say in financial reporting, which is currently in section 3, you are going to sit for the same paper, financial reporting, but under the new syllabus, meaning that the new content on this new syllabus. So here we are saying, assuming you failed financial reporting, right? If you had failed financial reporting, it means that you are going to redo the same paper, but with the new syllabus content, which in this case you're terming it as what? As financial reporting and analysis. Financial reporting and analysis. So that again should stick at the back of our mind. If you fail, say for example, financial management, you're going to redo the same paper, but with the new content. For those who are in section 6 or section 5, assuming you fail management accounting, advanced management accounting, you are going to sit for advanced management accounting, but with the new revised content. That is what these statements means, and that is what you should understand. Then again, come to part D of this case, explaining the transition part of it, whereby you're saying a candidate who will have passed all the 6 papers in CPA part 3 after the August 2021 sitting will still graduate. Remember, after the August 2021 sitting, will still graduate and will be eligible to sit any other professional qualifications or the new post qualifications, because I'd mentioned earlier on, Kasneb has introduced a new qualification, which in this case, they have termed it as what? As post qualification, which I'll be elaborating on that later on. So you'll find that in the event that you have passed, even after August 21 sitting, the vote that you just did the other day. So you'll find that you'll graduate and of course eligible to sit for this post qualification that Kasneb has introduced. Look at part E here. We are saying that students who complete CPA intermediate level from December 2021, and this is an area that I want you to concentrate very well. This is an area that I want you guys to concentrate very well and master it very well. We are talking about the students who have completed their intermediate level. Which period? In December 2021. These are the students who are going to specialize. These are the students who are going to specialize. Meaning that we're about specialization. Specialization will begin in January 2022. And let me share that again so that we should be on the same page. And don't confuse this case here. Don't confuse it. Don't confuse it. So this is what we are saying. This is what we are saying. This is what we are saying. That I repeat that statement again so that you guys should be able to understand it very clearly. We are saying that students, we are in E, we are in part E, because we've explained A, B, C, and D. Now we are in part E. We're saying that students who complete CPA intermediate level from the December 2021 sitting will be the ones to specialize in CPA advanced level. Meaning that if you'll be doing exams in December 2021, still you will not specialize. I'll be talking about that one later on. These students who are coming from section 4 now, the one who are coming, probably you've passed and now you're joining section, you're joining advanced level. At this point, you will not be subject to specialization. You will not be subject to specialization. Only the students who will have cleared the intermediate level in December 2021, these are the students who will be subject to specialization. These are students who will be subject to specialization when they are in advanced level. So, including the August 2022 sitting. So, you're saying that we are talking about students who complete CPA intermediate level from the December 2021 sitting will be the ones to specialize CPA in advanced level. All previous candidates will be granted 1 year to complete the CPA syllabus as in. And you should understand this case clearly. Whenever we're talking about all previous candidates, you'll find that we are talking about the students who are in part 3. Now, you'll be given a period of 1 year to complete the syllabus or the content as it is. And remember, you're not talking about the old content. You're talking about the revised content of the new syllabus. So these units have been retained, yes, but we are saying that you'll have to complete these papers before August and including August 2022 sitting. So that after then, probably if things will have gone south, maybe that is when you're supposed to do what? To specialize. But as it is now, for those students who are in part 3 now, you have till August 2022 to clear this content under the current syllabus. But remember, you're talking about the units under the current syllabus, but you will be doing with the revised content. You'll be doing with the revised content. You'll be doing with the revised content. So that should click at the back of your mind very clearly. all current students who are already in CPA Part 3 will be granted 1 year to complete the CPA syllabus as per the current structure, up to and including August 2022 sittings. These candidates will not be required to specialize. However, the papers will be based on the revised content. Will be based on the revised content. Will be based on the revised content. That is what you should understand. That is what you should understand. So you're saying that these candidates will not be required to specialize, just the way I had explained it earlier on. However, the papers will be based on the revised content. Of course, the candidates will not be subject to the additional requirements for qualifications under CPA. However, after August 2022 sitting, the new requirements will apply to the cohort. I don't know why they used cohort. To this cohort who will not have completed the qualification, right? Further transition guidelines, of course, for the current group of CPA Part 3 students will not have completed, who will not have completed the CPA advanced level by August 2022 will be issued at a later date. Of course, Kasneb will give direction in regard to that. Then another area, though it is a repetition, where we are saying that all students who will enter CPA advanced level in January 2022, regardless of if you did your paper in, say, like, if you did your paper, say, like, assuming you did your paper in May, right? And you did your paper in August, and you did do your paper in December, and you had cleared your section 4, say, in May. So if you'll be joining in January 2022, you'll be subject to specialization. Those students who will clear the exams in December 2021, joining in January 2022, you will be subject to specialization. You will be subject to specialization. So basically, we are looking at it in a manner whereby any student who will be joining advanced level from January 2022, you will be subject to specialization. I know a question will be, Mwalimu, what about those who will be doing the exams in December 2021? Are they subject to specialization? I know that's a question that probably some of you might ask. No, you'll not be subject to specialization, but you are going to do these units that have been retained in advanced level, which were there on the current syllabus. You are going to do these units which have been retained. And in this case, we're talking about leadership. You'll find that it has substituted SG. We'll also be talking about the aspect of advanced financial management. We'll be talking about advanced financial reporting and analysis now. We'll be talking about advanced taxation. We'll be talking about advanced auditing and assurance, and we're talking about advanced management accounting. So you guys who will be joining us from next week, you will have what? You will be doing the content for the new syllabus, the unit for the unit that have been retained, but the content under the revised syllabus, So that is what you should mark and have in mind very well. Now, that was about the transition part of it. Now here comes for those students who have done their exams, right? How will you go about it? This is an area that we know it is also for very interest to us. Now, let us start with part 1. Assuming you did your part 1, maybe section 1 and section 2. You did your exams just the other day. That is section 1 and section 2. And probably things went south, or probably you find that things will be well. So in this case, how will you be affected with this new syllabus? How will you be affected? So this is what I want us to dissect as well. This is what I want us to dissect. You will find that for part 1, financial accounting, assuming that you passed financial accounting or you had a credit on the previous case, you'll find that still you're going to retain that credit under the revised syllabus. In the event that you have failed a FA, you did your exams just the other day, for those who did August, September exams, or you had done it before and now you're coming back. You see that we're saying that you're going to retain that credit. But if you had failed, you're going to do financial accounting under the revised syllabus. You're going to do financial accounting under the revised syllabus. That is what you should have in mind very well, okay? Business law. For those students who did their business law and they passed, you're going to retain your credit. But in the event that you have failed, you'll find that you are going to sit for this law that has been introduced, and it will not be termed as business law, but you're going to do introduction to law and governance. That is what has been introduced. So you're going to do introduction to law and governance, assuming you fail law. Talk about entrepreneurship and communication. In this event, maybe you did your entrepreneurship and communication, and by good luck, you passed. You're going to retain that credit. But in the event that probably maybe you have failed, you're going to do this topic, which is known as what? Communication skills. And for communication skills, you'll find that it is substituting what? Entrepreneurship and communication. The content here has substantively changed. So it will be very ideal for those students probably who will have failed entrepreneurship to go into their classes. Because I know the lecturer in these classes will be having, of course, the current content, which they'll be using to teach you guys. You can also as well join mDarasa. mDarasa is also ready to assist you on this. mDarasa is also ready to assist you on this, okay? Now, come to section 2. If you talk of section 2, you'll find that assuming that you had passed economics, you're going to retain your pass. You're going to retain that credit. You're going to retain the credit. But in the event that maybe you have failed, say economics, you'll have to redo economics, but under the new syllabus, under the revised content, under the revised syllabus. Come to management accounting. Management accounting has been substituted by quantitative analysis in section 2. In the event that you had passed management accounting earlier on, you're going to maintain your credit. In the event that you have failed management accounting in section 2, my good students, you will not do management accounting again. But instead, you're going to do quantitative analysis. I repeat that statement again. In the event that you have failed management accounting, you will not do management accounting in that section. But instead, you are going to do what? Quantitative analysis. This paper now that has been brought in section 2, or now we are terming it as what? As foundation level. So you're going to do QA. Then these students who will have done management accounting, and now probably they are in section 4, or rather they did section 3 just the other day. They want to join section 4. You are going to be exempted. I know now, right? Majority of you are just kind of smiling, right? Because you'll not be having again all that task of doing management accounting again, correct? So we are saying that at this point, if you did management accounting, you are going to be exempted. Now in section 4, you're going to be exempted in section 4. So that is, of course, you're saying that we are saying that talk about economics in section 2. Candidates to be exempted from management accounting paper in CPA intermediate level. So you're going to be exempted on the same. Talk about public finance and taxation. Assuming you did your PFT and you passed. Assuming you did your PFT and you passed. If you passed PFT, it means that you are good, or rather if you had a credit earlier on, you're going to retain your credit, and probably you had failed, say, economics. That is when you're going to do only economics, but the credit, you're going to retain it, okay? But in the event that you have failed public finance and taxation in section 2, assuming things went south and you fail public finance and taxation in section 2, we are saying that you are going to do that paper. But this time round, we are saying that you're going to do what? You are not going to do PFT. You're not going to do PFT. But what are you going to do? You are going to do this paper that has been introduced, which is known as what? Information Communication Technology. That is what you should master and understand very well. We are saying that maybe, God forbid, You did, say like you did in this case, you did your PFT, right? And things probably didn't go well, and you failed PFT. For those students who did their exams just the other time, this August, September 2021, assuming you did your PFT in August and you failed, it is very unfortunate that you're not going to redo PFT again, but instead you're going to do what? Information Communication Technology. That is the unit that you are going to do. That's the unit that you are going to do. Now, after we've talked of that, come to part 2. Now, part 2 is a very area of interest, because we know very well that it hasn't changed that much. It hasn't changed that much, right? So we are saying that in section 3, assuming that you did company law and you passed, you are going to retain that credit. You're going to retain that credit, and of course, you will not do that paper again. Assuming you fail company law. If you fail company law, you are going to redo company law, but not with the old syllabus, not with the current syllabus that you are in, but you're going to do company law with the revised, this new syllabus that you are ushering it in starting next week. You're going to do that paper under the revised content. So for those who are using the previous notes, kindly have that in mind. Change the notes clearly, because yeah, there are some things that have been retained, but you'll find that there are also some contents which have been adjusted and added on company law. So don't say that this is theory. You might say that this is theory, but where are you going to get the content? Or where are you going to get the notes if you don't have the notes under the revised syllabus? So I'm encouraging you guys that you can join these classes, of course, the classes of your choice. Also, you can join mDarasa. We also have that alternative for you guys, whereby we can provide, we'll be providing these materials to you guys very, very effectively. We have 2 packages. You can either join our pre-recorded version classes, or you can join our live virtual classes, whereby for virtual live classes, you do attend as per the set timetable, and we'll be assisting you on certain things, my good students. Don't fail again. Don't fail again, okay? Now, talk about financial management. For financial management, of course, if you add a credit, you're going to retain the same credit. You're going to retain the same credit. But if you fail, you're going to redo financial management paper, but with the revised syllabus. Mark my word very well. You're going to redo FM still, but with the revised syllabus. Of course, for FM, if time will have allowed, I'll have shared with you the content which we'll be having in FM. You'll find that some things have been added which initially were not there. So there's there are some changes in regard to that. So advisable again, if you fail, don't say that I have the notes. I did FM last sitting, so I'm having the notes. That one will mess you again. So you can attend the classes, or you can be borrowing the notes from your colleagues and friends who will be attending these classes, okay? Financial reporting. Assuming that you did financial reporting and by bad luck, maybe things went south. In such an event, my good students, you just have to redo that financial reporting, but under the revised syllabus, under the revised syllabus. But if you passed, that will be very great, because you'll have earned that pass, or maybe you had passed and you're having, say, like other papers, you'll earn that credit. Still, you're going to maintain that credit. You're going to maintain that credit. Now, that is financial reporting, because you'll find here that it has been replaced by what? Financial reporting and analysis, meaning that there's some content which have been added on the same. Talk about section 4. For section 4, the same case will apply. Maybe in this event for section 4, yes, you did your section 4 auditing and assurance, you passed. You are going to maintain your credit without any limit. You're going to retain your credit. You're going to retain your credit. Assuming that you had failed auditing and assurance, it means that you're going to receipt for the same audit and assurance, but with the under the revised syllabus. Of course, the content has also changed. There are some amendments which have been done here and there. So meaning that you're going to see it for auditing and assurance under the revised content, Now, a subject of contentious, whereby, there are a lot of questions. There are a lot of questions on this now. We are talking about management information system and quantitative analysis. Remember, like management accounting, initially it used to be in section 2. Right now it has been brought under intermediate level, right? So you'll find that MIS will be replaced by management accounting at this level. MIS will be replaced by management accounting in this level. So in the event that maybe you had passed management account, you had passed MIS and probably all the other units in section 3, meaning that in that case, you are going to proceed to the intermediate level. You're going to proceed not to the intermediate, but probably to the advanced level, right? If you are clean with all the other papers. But in the event, my good students, that God forbid things have gone south, what you do in this case, now there's a very high possibility, and mark my word very well, I'm not speaking on behalf of Kasneb. This is just my thought, right? Assuming that probably on the aspect of being advised, of course, Kasneb are going to advise you. I won't mention, or rather won't elaborate on that, or rather I won't give you fantasies in relation to the same. So maybe in the event that you have failed, God forbid, of course, you had earned a credit initially, you had earned a credit, right? So meaning that you want to do management accounting again. At this point, probably you've not done QA. And I'm not saying that you're going to do QA. So in such an event, you'll find that at that point, let us leave it to Kasneb. They are going to advise on what we'll be doing there. Or maybe if I get an info in relation to the same, I'm still going to share with you guys. The same case will happen with QA. Assuming that you have failed QA, at this point, remember QA has been replaced by public finance and taxation. And probably you have done public finance and taxation at the lower level, whereby you are under credit. So in this case, you won't do like PFT again. You will not do PFT again. But also in this case, let us leave it to Kasneb, subject to be advised. So maybe I won't want to give you fantasies when it comes to this, or maybe my thought, because you never know. I might say this and probably things will come the other way around. So let's leave it to Kasneb. They are going to advise. And I know for those students who will be registering for the exams as early as possible, you'll be advised on that, probably if things went south. And I know your results are going to be released very soon. You just did your exams the other day, probably good willing, say before 23rd or end of the month, you should be having your results also to assist you on planning. And again, I'm not speaking on behalf of Kasneb, okay? So at this point, another key question that probably a lot might also ask is that, Mwalimu, at this point, we know very well that MA and PFT has been brought in section 4. And initially, maybe I had done these papers and had passed. So the question would be, am I going to redo these papers again? No, you're not going to do the papers again. Because right now, you'll find that for those students who are in section 3 right now, right? You are expected to go in section 4 from next week. For those students who will be joining us. By the way, our classes are starting on 6th September 2021. Our classes are starting next Monday on 6th. So you can join our classes. As we'll be ushering in new syllabus. So this is what Mwalimu is saying. At this point, maybe you are done with section 3. You are joining section 4, right? For section 4, remember, this time we are talking of section 4. You'll be having auditing and assurance. You'll be having management accounting, and you'll be having public finance and taxation. For the first two, the two units which are talking about PFT and MA, you had already done it probably at your lower levels. So you are going to be exempted. That's the good news. You're not going to do these papers. You're going to be exempted. But the question would be, Mwalimu, does it mean that I'm going to do only one unit in section 4, which is auditing and assurance, which I've never done it before. High chances and high possibility is that, yes, you can do only that paper, but you'll have to pay for the exemptions paper, that is PFT and MA. But that one, we leave it subject to discussion. My thought is that because of these exemptions that you're going to earn, there's a very high possibility that these students are going to be very lucky, right? Whereby they might, and I'm using they might do only one paper, that is auditing and assurance. But remember, don't use the previous notes, because auditing and assurance, many things have been revised. So you can join any college of your choice where you're attending your classes or so, but still you can also join mDarasa, whereby we'll be guiding you in the same. For exemptions, you'll have to pay for the exemptions. You'll have to pay for the exemptions. Now, after you are done with that part, let us go now to the intermediate level. Not intermediate, but advanced level. So looking at advanced level, looking at advanced level, looking at advanced level, this is what we'll be having. Part 3. You as a student who has done section 4 and you've cleared, you passed with flying colors, now you're coming to advanced level, right? So for advanced level, this is what you should have in mind, and kindly let it stick at the back of your mind very, very well. These students who are coming from section 4, you will not be subject for specialization till January, unless you have done with section 4 this August sitting, the one that you did the other time, August, September sitting, you had passed, and maybe you didn't do, or rather you not do your exams in December, you want to wait till January. That is where you're going to do with specialization. For these students who are coming from section 4 now to section, or rather advanced level, you'll be subject to the units which were initially there and they have been retained. Like say, for example, this is what Mwalimu is saying. You're done with section 4. Right now, you are transiting towards to advanced level. It means that you're going to do these papers. You're going to do these papers. Mark it very clearly. You're going to do these papers. You're going to do, I'm talking of the students who are coming from section 4 now. They are passed, they are joining advanced level. You're going to do leadership and management, which it used to be SG. You're going to do advanced financial reporting and analysis. You're going to do advanced financial management. Your advanced financial management, that is, you're going to do advanced public finance and taxation. You will do advanced auditing and assurance, and you'll also do advanced management and accounting. Advanced management, accounting, advanced management, accounting. These are the units that you're going to do. For those students who are coming from section 4, now joining what? Advanced level. I repeat that statement again. These students who are coming from section 4, joining advanced level, you are going to do the first 3, that is leadership and management, advanced financial reporting and analysis, advanced financial management. Then the other 3 units that you're going to do are advanced taxation. Of course, this is under the new syllabus. You are going to do advanced auditing and assurance. Of course, this is under the new syllabus. And of course, you're going to do advanced management accounting under the new syllabus, which you are rolling it out from next week. These are for the students who will be joining section 5 and 6, or rather term it as what? Advanced level. Okay. Now, what about the current students who are in part 3 now? What will be your fate? What will be your fate? Because I know some of us will be like, oh no, I've done this paper, I've failed, so what am I going to do? So what will be your fate? The fate for the students who are currently in section 5 and 6, this will be your fate, and this is what you should understand and listen very carefully. Assuming you did section 5, you pass. certain unit, say like SG, you're going to retain that credit. And in the event that probably you have failed other units, you're not going to redo leadership and management. But if you did your SG, which initially you used to term it as SALGA, if you have failed SGE, that means that you are going to do what? You are going to do leadership and management. You're not going to do SG. If you have failed SG, probably in August sitting, the one that you did the other day, or in that case, you had failed SG earlier on, say May or even November last year sittings. Meaning that from this current semester that you are starting next week, you are going to do leadership and management. If you had failed, you're going to do leadership and management. Assuming you had failed MA. If you had failed MA, Advanced Management Accounting, that means that you're going to receipt for the same paper, but under the current, or rather under the revised syllabus. Things have changed here and there, so not substantial, but things have changed in management accounting. So in this event, you'll find that in the event that you did your MA, probably in August, if you fail, you're going to redo the same paper MA. You're not going to do the whole papers for section 5. You're going to redo MA. But remember, you're going to redo MA under the revised syllabus. Then if you had passed MA, of course, you're going to retain your credit. Of course, you're going to retain your credit. You're going to retain your credit. Now, these students who did FM, and probably you passed FM, you're going to retain that credit. If you had failed, still, you are going to redo the same. You are going to redo the same paper, but with the revised content. That is what you should mark at the back of your mind very clearly. Now, the other question would be, Mwalimu, I did my section 5 and I passed all the papers. What will be my fate in section 6? Your fate in section 6 will be as follows, my good students. If you did your section 5 and you passed all your papers, your fate in section 6 will be like you're going to do advanced taxation under the revised syllabus. You're going to do advanced auditing and assurance under the revised syllabus, and you're going to do advanced financial, advanced financial reporting and analysis under the revised syllabus. That will be your fate. And for those students who are in section 6 now, for these students who are in section 6, and by term it as maybe, let us start with good luck, right? Assuming you passed, you're going to retain your credit. Assuming you're doing advanced public finance taxation and you passed, you are going to retain your credit as it is. Or, of course, if you cleared it, you're going to clear the CPA as a whole as it is, right? If you clear all of section 6. But in the event that maybe you have failed your tax, you failed probably 50. For these students who did the exams just the other day, and for those who did the other exams and probably they are not yet completed, you are going to do taxation under the revised syllabus. You're going to do advanced taxation paper under the revised syllabus. That is what you should understand, okay? Now, the same case will happen with auditing. If you fail auditing, you're going to redo audit under the revised syllabus. In the event that probably you had passed, you're going to maintain your credit. That will be very good for you. Then at this point, advanced financial reporting. Right now, you can understand that advanced financial reporting, it has been taken under some of the compulsory bit on top here, right? So in this case, you'll find that if you had failed financial reporting, advanced financial reporting, you're going to do the same paper, advanced financial reporting, but you're going to do it under the revised syllabus. You're going to do it under the revised syllabus, That means that there's a very high possibility that at this point, yes, you're talking of course, you're talking of advanced level, but advanced level just as it used to be on the current syllabus, talk of section 5 and 6. So right now, you're not talking of the same Right now, we'll be talking of compulsory and the specialization. And that is where I'll also want us to talk about specialization. For specialization part of it, what you should understand is that, first of all, there's no any student who is doing, or rather who will be doing exams in December will be affected by the specialization papers. For the students who will be doing the exams in December, just as I mentioned earlier on, you're going to do these papers which have been retained and they used to be there. So meaning that those who will be doing the exams from January 2022 at advanced level, these are the students who will be subject to specialization. And the beauty part of it, you'll find that there's this concept that has been introduced, which is known as what? And it will be compulsory, of course, it should be practical paper on business and data analytics. And this one is going to affect these students from after what? After the exams in April. So this semester between May and September, these are the students who will be first to do business analytics, business and data analytics. It is a very, very interesting content, my good students. And that's why I'm saying I really thank Kasneb for bringing this issue on board. Because you'll find that at this point, it will open our mind very wide. And you'll find it to be very, very interesting. I wish if we could be having that power, at least all the students who will be doing this paper, you should be starting with mDarasa, because I know that these are very interesting bit, is a very practical part of it. And I know that also you guys, you're going to love this content under business and data analytics. It is very, very interesting. And this is where the concept, you must be very good in advanced Excel. You see, now this is an area whereby, because you're doing it practical, you're doing it practical. Now, area of specialization, that is, of course, after 2022. That is, of course, from January 2022, you're going to specialize in tax, either tax, advanced auditing, advanced management accounting, advanced public financial management, and talk about what? Advanced auditing and assurance. This is an area that you will specialize on. So basically, that was the breakdown on what you are expected to know and understand. And I believe this video has really assisted you in understanding how this syllabus will affect you, So guys, I want to say thank you for being with me all this while as I was explaining all this content. And just to explain it again, mDarasa will be starting our semester on 6th September. That should be next week on a Monday, whereby we do have two packages. We do have the first package that will assist you. We normally tend to have pre-recorded versions. These classes, you can get them in our phone application. As of now, the only paper that has not been updated, which you are working on the same to maybe go doing before 15th, this 15th to 20th, it should be updated. That is leadership and management. That's the only content that is not updated. But all these papers, all these other papers, for those guys who will be doing the exams in December, you can get all these video tutorials in our phone application. If you're using Android, you just go to Play Store, search mDarasa. Then after you've searched mDarasa, you can just download the app, you create your account. And from there on, if you're doing Kasneb courses, of course, the UI is very friendly. You're going to go to Kasneb. Then from Kasneb, you select the unit that you want to do, then you do what you follow the procedure of subscribing for the same. And please, when downloading this case, also leave a review on Play Store. Okay? We really appreciate that, because I know these videos and these classes will assist you. For those who are using iOS, probably you don't have an Android phone. Just go to app using any modern browser. Go to app, or rather you can click app.mdarasa.co.ke. Then select student. Then after you selected student, now create an account. After you created an account, again the same case, you select Kasneb or go to CPA new syllabus. then select the unit that you want to do. That's our first package. The second package, you have virtual live classes. These are the classes that you do attend as per the set timetable. We have a timetable which we've shared. For those interested, of course, you can always contact us on the same number just below here. You see the number there. You can contact us on that number, 0708 068 851. After you've contacted us, in that case, we'll guide you on how to go about it. But we have the live virtual classes whereby we do attend as per the site timetable. And these classes, ideally, they are only early morning classes and evening classes. Evening classes from 5:30 to 9:30. So you can, if they're flexible with you, you can also join these classes of ours. So thank you guys for always supporting us. And I really hope to see you guys in next week as we'll be starting our new syllabus. So for that, up to that point, thank you so much, and let us meet in the next bit. Let us meet in the next sessions. And by the way, we also have just a moment here. There's something very important that is coming on 18th. There's something very important that is coming on 18th this month. Just a moment here. There's something very, very important that I could have forgot to mention it. There's something very, very important that is coming on 18th this month. We're having an East Africa Accountants Breakfast. This seminar, ideally, it will be held at Villarosa, Kempinski. For those who are in Nairobi, I know you know where Kempinski is. This seminar is going to be held at Villarosa, Kempinski. And this seminar, it will be a matter of opening accountants, both, of course, members and non-members, financial analysts, auditors, tax consultants who are outside there. You can come to this seminar whereby we'll be talking about basically how technology has affected, how technology is impacting this landscape of accounting, this landscape of taxation, this landscape of auditing. You'll find that it will be a very, very interactive seminar as we'll be taking our breakfast at Kempinski. You'll find that, and also we'll be having training. First of all, the question and the main question that I normally tend to ask maybe some of my colleagues and also my students is that, you guys, are you really, really ready for what technology is bringing in the market? Will you be relevant in 3 years time to come? Will you be relevant in, say, like 4 years times to come? Maybe yes, you do have experience, but the question is, do you have the relevant skill required for you to be relevant with this changing technology? Talk about a very good example, digital tax. How many of you do understand how digital tax service operate? How many of us can account for e-commerce businesses? How many of us can generate taxes for e-commerce businesses? This is a very important concept that we're going to train you guys on. And we'll be having leaders who will be guiding us on the same. Talk about the aspect of forensic technology in forensic accounting. I know majority of us also probably, we don't know what forensic accounting is. And this is an area that is gaining momentum, is gaining momentum at a very high speed. So you'll find that at this point, also, how will you use technology in forensic accounting? A very important concept that we should always be having. Then another case is about aspect of personal branding. You as an accountant, how best can you brand yourself? Because getting clients, because you want to shift the mentality of young professionals, of even the existing maybe professionals, probably, let me not term them as they are old, but even the existing professionals. Like in this case, how good are you in personal branding? Are you good in personal branding? That's the question that we'll be asking. Are you good in personal branding? In this case, you have a client, you have an existing client, or rather you're having a client, how can you make this client to refer you to maybe his friends and all the other cases? Yes, your work is very good and is well known, but in that case, retaining this client and probably getting more clients on the same. How are we supposed to brand ourselves? These are some of the questions that we must always ask ourselves. Young professionals, do you have mentors who can guide you? Do you have mentors who can guide you in this industry? And even those in the industry, how good are you when it comes to technological aspect of technological skills? How good are you on that? So the seminar, I can't mention everything that we'll be having with the seminar, but trust you me, this seminar is going to be a life-changing seminar, which you can't afford to miss, if you are an accountant and you're in this field. So to that juncture, thank you so much, guys, and let us meet in this seminar at Kempinski. To book your space, of course, you can call us and we'll guide you on how you can go about booking your space. Thank you so much, and let us link next time. Thank you.